Yo, what is up YouTube, it's Marnie from CardsAtHome once again and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, basically a few days ago, I got together with JedinkGames and I had gotten the chance to play his game, his brand new game that he's been working on for a little while now called Monster Summon. He's made a kind of like mod where you can download over on Tabletop Simulator. So if any of you guys don't know what Tabletop Simulator is, it's basically it's this game that you can download on Steam where you can play a bunch of like either card games or board games. You can import your own games into the Tabletop Simulator and you can play those games directly on the game. He made a little mod all around his brand new card game which is called Monster Summon, and he asked me if I would like to play and give a little test run. So yeah, that's basically what today's video is going to be about. I got around to recording it. I apologize beforehand that the screen recorder's not the best. I just used the inbuilt screen recorder that I've got with Windows 10. So yeah, I don't have the best screen recorder equipment. Hopefully you can see what's going on, and we didn't talk on microphone because there was a little bit of a problem. I couldn't hear him for some reason, even though he was trying to talk to me on microphone and he could hear me. There's not going to be any sound in the video, so it's just going to be me commentating over the top. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Just before you do watch this video though, I want you guys to head on over to JedinkGames channel. It will be down below, or it'll also be in this corner. Hopefully I'm pointing at the right side this time, but it'll be either in this corner or down below in the description box. Head on over to JedinkGames channel. Do be sure to subscribe. Check out his game, his brand new game, which is called Monster Summon. He's got a few games recorded on there already for it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I shall see you next time. Until then, peace. Alright guys, so as you can see, I am now currently on Tabletop Simulator. I'm just going to be doing a little commentary of the game. Me playing Monster Summon with JedinkGames. So we're both just going to pick our decks right now. We decided to go on do a mirror match because we didn't want to have one deck being too overpowered compared to the other. So we both decided to use the same deck so there wouldn't be any big massive differences. And we both decided to choose I was able to choose the Orbling deck, which is a certain deck that's within his game. It's a little kind of archetype that's in his game, which is called the Orblings. So yeah, we're now just going to shuffle our decks. Okay, so now we're basically just rolling the dice to see who goes first. JedinkGames had rolled a 1 and I had rolled a 5. And now we are just drawing to get our first hand. You draw 3 cards in the beginning of the game. I apologize if my commentary is just so terrible. I'm watching the game overall as I'm commentating. And I've sped it up by ×4 just because using Tabletop Simulator is very slow, so... Okay, so here we're basically just talking about how to figure out the microphone because we was having problems with him hearing me and me hearing him. But the whole purpose of Monster Summon, JedinkGames card game that he's working on here, you have to summon monsters to attack your opponent and you have to lower their points down. You see the 20? There's a 20 there, you have to lower that down to 0. First one to lower their opponents down to 0 wins. Okay, so I'm taking the first turn now. I'm finally taking my turn. And I draw and I look at my first hand. I don't know all of the names of the cards, so I summon some kind of cannonball monster. And then now it's JedinkGames' turn. He draws and he summons Big Shield Coward, and then goes on to attack my cannonball monster. And then it's my turn, and I draw. And then I get my cannonball to attack his Big Shield Coward. Then it's his turn and he draws, and he then goes on to summon a Shoutouts, something cat, kills my monster and then attacks me directly to lower my points down by 1. Then I draw, and then I summon my Big Shield Coward. And then I attack his Big Shield Coward again, because the Big Shield Coward has the Taunt ability, which prevents me from attacking any of his other monsters until I've killed off the monster with the Taunt ability. In his turn, he then attacks me with both his monsters. I then have my turn, I draw, and I decide to attack his Big Shield Coward again with my Big Shield Coward. And then JedinkGames then does his turn, and then again attacks my Big Shield Coward with both of his monsters. I then take my turn and draw. And then I just attack his Big Shield Coward, and then it's his turn. He draws, and then he just attacks my monster with both of his monsters once again. And finally kills off my Big Shield Coward. And I then take my turn and I draw a Sparky. And I decided that Sparky was instantly my favorite card, because it just looked really cool. And I summon it, and then I then activate a Realm card, which is basically like a field spell within his game. The Realm card is called Orbling Town, which powers up all Orbling monsters by 2 HP and also 2 attack. Which Sparky is an Orbling, so he gains the power boost. And then I then attack his Big Shield Coward with my Sparky, and then he takes his turn. He draws. And then decides to attack my Sparky with both of his monsters. And because it's got that power up from Orbling Town, it then stays on the field. I then draw, and then I decide to summon my other Big Shield Coward that was just sitting in my hand. And decide to finally kill off his Big Shield Coward that he had on the field, and then attack his Shoutouts for 1 damage. He then takes his turn, and I was hoping that my Taunt ability for my Big Shield Coward would save my Sparky, but his Shoutouts effect prevents him from being affected by card effects that would affect him. He then summons, I can't remember what that card was called, some kind of bomb card. It's an Orbling card, and when it's summoned he gets to flip a coin, and if he gets a heads he can kill one of my monsters at random. He then goes on to attack my Sparky with both his monsters and finally kill it. Oh, and maybe I was wrong. He then attacks my Sparky, kills it, and attacks me directly for 1 point. I then take my turn. And I decide to summon some kind of fish. Can't remember what it was called. Relgnar or Ragnar, something like that. And he gains extra HP for every single monster that you have in the graveyard. So he gets a power boost of, I believe, 4. Yep. So the monsters themselves have a power stat, and they also have a HP stat. So, you know, once you get through the HP of the power, you then kill it off. And then you then can attack your opponent directly when they don't have any monsters, and that's basically how you win the game. So last turn there, I attacked his bomb Orbling and killed it with my Ragnar, and then I've now just killed Shoutouts on my next turn. And he attacked me with his Shoutouts last turn, and it's now his turn. Never done commentary before, if you've noticed. Now he's now summoning another Big Shield Coward, and he decides to attack my Ragnar. I then draw for my turn. And that card I've just drew there, which is called Noel, is basically a unique monster, which unique monsters require these summon crystals or gems that I have in my hand down the left in order to play them. They're the more stronger cards, which he is now playing now. You see where he's dropped that summon gem in order to bring out this Excalibur card, which is a stronger card than the usual basic monsters. And when it's summoned, he gets to add an affix card, which are basically like an equipment card or some kind of attachment card. And he attaches it onto his Big Shield Coward, attacks my Ragnar, and then I then play an action card which allows me to kill off his creature that he killed. So then on my turn, I then play my Noel card, which I was talking about. I have to drop 2 summon gems in order to bring it out. And when it's summoned, I get to flip a coin, and if it's heads, all light and dark monsters gain 5 HP. And if it was tails, all dark monsters gain 5 attack. Which Noel is light and also dark, so either way it still affects her. And I got a tails, and now I'm basically attacking his Excalibur. But he then tells me that unique monsters can't attack on the turn they are summoned, so I then have to end my turn. And then he then summons Wiz Toy, I think it was called. And then uses the effect of Orbling Town, which is the realm card, which lets you sacrifice any Orbling on your field to then bring out 2 Orblings from either player's graveyard. He sacrifices Excalibur to then bring Sparky, and also I think he just sacrifices Excalibur to bring Sparky from the graveyard, and then uses the Wiztop's effect, which lets him decrease its HP by 1 to let him summon an extra Orbling. He then uses all of his Orblings that he summoned to then take out my Noel, because they've all got the power boost because of the Orbling Town realm card. I then take my turn and I draw an action card. I then play the action card, which lets me instantly kill one of his monsters. And I don't have anything else to do, so I just end my turn. And he decides to then summon another Orbling, which is called Scuba, and decides to attack me directly with all 3 monsters, so I go down by 3 points. So then I drop one of the monster gems in order to summon my unique monster Excalibur, which when he's summoned lets me bring a fixed card from my deck to my hand. So quickly, just to go over the different cards that are within the game, there's monster cards, there's affixed cards, and there's also action cards, and also realm cards. Monster cards are the ones that you use to summon in order to attack your opponent and attack out their monsters with. Affixed cards are like attachment equipment cards. Action cards are kind of like spell cards, I suppose you could say. And then realm cards are just like the field, which gives all your cards an extra boost. And now I am using the secondary effect of Orbling Town. I then sacrificed the Excalibur that I brought out previously to bring back an Excalibur and also a Wiztop from his graveyard. And because I summoned Excalibur again from the graveyard, I then get to use this effect again and add another affixed card from my deck to my hand. And then I summon Wiztop because of the Wiztop I just brought back from JedinkGames Graveyard's effect, which allows me to normal summon another monster a turn. I then give my Excalibur the affixed card Evasion. I then go to give my Wiztop an affixed card, but I realized that I'm not able to do that because the affixed cards have certain requirements. Either you can equip them to a basic monster, elite monster, or a unique monster. I then go to attack his monsters. One of my Wiztops attacks his Dark Orbling. My other Wiztop attacks his Scuba. And I've got nothing else to do, so I end my turn. He then decides to use his action card to instantly kill my Excalibur, and then uses another one to then kill one of my Wiztops, and then attacks my other Wiztop with both of his monsters, which leaves my monster with, kills my monster. I then use my instant kill to then kill Sparky. And he just decides to attack me directly because I'm left wide open, so I lose 1 point. And then comes back to my turn. And I summon a Wiztop, and he gets the boost from Orbling Town's effect. I then use the second effect of Orbling Town by sacrificing my Wiztop. I then search my graveyard and bring Excalibur and also a Wiztop back from my graveyard. And I changed my mind and go for Sparky instead because Sparky was my favorite. And because Excalibur was summoned again from the graveyard, I then get to use its summon effect, which lets me search my deck for any affixed card and add it to my hand. I then attack his Scuba with Sparky, which kills it by finally getting rid of its health. And I can't attack with Excalibur because it's a unique monster and it can't attack on the turn it's summoned. It's now then JedinkGames' turn, and he drops 3 of his summon crystals, or gems, I can't remember which it's called, to then summon some kind of scythe insect, and when it's summoned it instantly makes all of my monsters lose 5 health, and because of Orbling Town's additional boosts, it keeps both of my monsters alive. And now it's finally my turn again. I then use the secondary effect of Orbling Town once again to keep on recycling my Orblings. Sacrifice an Excalibur to bring back the bomb Orbling that I don't remember its name from earlier. And I use this effect when it's summoned. I flip a coin. And because I got tails, that means I have to kill one of my own allies. I kill off Sparky just because he already had his health down because of the Scythe Insects effect. I then equipped my Wiz Top with the affixed card Acceleration. And then finally decide to attack with both of my monsters to kill his Scythe Insect. And he then plays an Eye for an Eye, I believe it's called, that kills off my monster because I killed his monster off by battle. He then summons his Wiz Top and uses the Orbling Town's effect once again, sacrificing it in order to bring 2 Orblings back from the graveyard. He brings back the Dark Orbling and also Sparky. And then equips the Dark Orbling with Second Strike or Double Strike, either one of the 2, which allows them to attack 2 monsters per turn, not the same monster though, and then decides to attack my Wiz Top with Sparky, but because I have the affixed card Accelerate, it lets me attack first, even though it's not even my turn. So I attack back and kill off the Dark Orbling. And then my Wiz Top takes the damage because of Sparky's original attack. It's then my turn again, and I then summon the Dark Orbling and decide to use the Orbling Town secondary effect again by sacrificing Wiz Top to bring back a Wiz Top from my graveyard and also Scuba from JedinkGames graveyard. If you're wondering with all of the extra dice and stuff on the field, it's just basically so you can keep track of all of the increases and whatnot. I then decide to attack him with all of my monsters, which kills off his Sparky and also finally deals 2 points of damage to him directly. And seems as though he couldn't do anything for his turn, all he can do is end his turn and it goes straight to my turn again, and I just attack him directly with all 3 of my monsters for 3 points. He then draws and summons the bomb Orbling from earlier, flips and gets the tail so he has to kill off his own monster. And then my turn, I drop a monster gem in order to summon my unique monster Excalibur, which lets me search my deck for an affixed card again and add it to my hand, but seeming as though I don't have any in my deck, I don't get a chance to add anything and I just shuffle my deck. And then I just attack him with my other 3 monsters, seeming as though Excalibur is a unique monster so he can't attack on the turn it's summoned. And then JedinkGames draws, and he draws the lucky Big Shield card with its massive health points, so it should keep him in the game at least for another turn. I draw, and seeming as though my field is already full of monsters, I can't then summon an extra monster to the field. attack his big shield card with all of my monsters and then attack him directly for an extra point. He then draws and takes his turn and summons his Ragnar that you saw me draw from earlier. And seeming as though he has, I'm pretty sure, 12 monsters in his graveyard. So his Ragnar gets a HP bonus of plus 12. He then attacks my Excalibur and ends his turn. I then take my turn, and again, seeing as I already have a full field of monsters, I can't summon an additional monster. So I just then decide to attack his Ragnar with all of my monsters. Then JedinkGames turn once again. He draws, and it seems as though he can't do anything again for the turn, unluckily. He then passes on to me, and I attack him directly with all of my monsters for 4 points. He then draws, summons Dark Orbling, and kills off my Excalibur, which then allows me to play the action card an eye for an eye to kill off his monster. I draw for my turn, and decide just for the fun of it, I'll bring out the Bomb Orbling, which I have to flip. And because I get a Tails, I have to kill off one of my own allies. So, and after that, I just attack him directly for 3 points again, and then my turn. JedinkGames turn once again, and he just plays the instant death, which allows him to kill off one of my monsters. I draw, and then I summon a Wiztop once again. And I use Wiztop's effect itself this time to decrease his HP by 1 so I can summon an additional Orbling for the turn. And then just attack him directly for 4 points, and that's the game over with. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. Do be sure to head on over to JedinkGames channel. Check out Monster Summon. If you want to download Tabletop Simulator and get your hands on Monster Summon so you can play it for yourself, do be sure to do that. It will also be down in the description box below, along with JedinkGames channel. Also, his channel will be in the top right in the card, so do be sure to head on over to his channel and subscribe while you're over there. Thank you so much, JedinkGames, for giving me the chance and the opportunity to play your game. It was a load of fun. It's a really cool game, and I really can't wait for you to finally release it on GameCrafter. But yeah, thank you very much for letting me play. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you all next time. Until then, peace.
I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest, cause I promise you that I'm just getting started. And I promise you that my skills are getting sharper, so I'ma get charted. Can't be